What's up, guys? It's Samuel Lim. We're gonna make some sushi and break down my song, Beaches and Sushi. So right now I am making a hand roll. I got some nori here over at Poke Bar in Long Beach that my mother owns. We use a mix of chili oil, our spicy mayo, which is made with sriracha, sambal chili paste, and mayo, and a little bit of sesame oil. Just throw that shit in there. Boom, spicy tuna. Nori, you can buy from any Japanese store. And then as for rice, we use Calrose premium rice. Not jasmine rice, not, to be honest, I don't know a lot of kinds of rice. A little bit of sushi rice vinegar. You can find that at any Asian store. Season the rice. We're gonna grab our hands. Normally you wet them with a little bit of water. You wanna spread it out thinly. We're gonna grab our spicy tuna, throw a good amount in there, and we're gonna roll it up into a little triangle cone shape. And that is how you make your own spicy tuna hand roll. For each song, it varies a little bit. I didn't have an original idea for Beaches and Sushi like I do with most songs. So I had these chords that we were playing, and literally the first lyric that came to mind was Beaches and Sushi. It was the first date with my ex, obviously. Beaches and Sushi, is that where you took me from my sleep? It's where you first kissed me. Technically, I kissed her, but that didn't rhyme, so we just said it's where you first kissed me. But also, the sushi on the first date, we didn't make it, okay? We went to Sugarfish, that expensive ass place, and I bought like $70 for that platter, okay? For her to eat 2 pieces and say I'm not hungry and then break my heart. It kind of goes back and forth the elements of wanting someone so bad, but also hating them for what they did to you. It's 2 very contrasting elements that mix into kind of one catchy, heartbreaking song. I really like the line, and I usually confide in what goes beyond the eyes. So basically saying, it's like I try and put my trust in things that you can't see. It's a very simple line, but it's very important to me because it really reflects who I am as a person and how hard I really did try despite my efforts. Because when you're listening to the song, it can sound a lot like you're shifting blame onto the other person, but that's really not what I'm trying to portray here. It's kind of like I did my best to try and trust in what I couldn't see, but sometimes it doesn't work out, and I made some very fatal mistakes. Not to say that like, oh, deep, meaningful guru, you know, but I think those are the lines that I like the most. A few things I like about the song. Beaches and Sushi was obviously only my second song that I put out after Eleanor. And so it was the first time I really got to experiment with layers. Usually I'll just do double take vocals, which means that I'll sing the same take twice, exactly the same, pan one left, pan one right. And it gets this really cool effect, and that's the same effect you hear in Eleanor. But for this one, we decided to do one left, one right, one down the middle, as well as singing the same exact thing in the upper register, which is what you hear, I nearly, instead of just singing it down in the I nearly. And so we layered both of those on top of each other, and it created this really cool effect. I'm gonna make another one while I talk about this. Where'd my rice go? To anyone that listens to this song, to anyone that listens to my music and finds any source of comfort in it, I think the advice I would give them is don't be afraid to be yourself. In a society where emotions are so suppressed, don't be afraid to feel them fully. I've been in 2 years of therapy. I think after a lot of just working through trials and tribulations, I realized when you do face some kind of adversity, some kind of heartbreak, some kind of grief that feels so big that you can't take it on, anyone that goes through adversity will become a better person as long as they choose to push through it with grace, with humility, and with strength. And a huge part of that comes with expressing yourself freely and not being afraid to be yourself. It's something you'll realize after the pain passes. Simply put. That's it. Thanks, guys, for sticking around. This was Samuel Lim with Beaches and Sushi, collaborating with GÜM, a great production team. So thankful for them, for the labor of love and hard work they put into this. This was our first pack, Espresso Martini. Stick around for more. Peace. When you find the one you're loving, you should hold on. Let me feed the seagulls. Come here, babies. Come here. Why are you running? I'm trying to feed you.